Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to be going over some of my favorite chapters in Piggy and some of my not so favorite chapters in Piggy. Now, I'm so excited, guys, because as you guys may know, Piggy Book 2 is going to be releasing this weekend, so I'm so hyped for it. And I did a poll on my community tab asking you guys if you guys would want to see me do this. So thank you to everybody who voted. If you guys do want to vote for another video in the future, feel free to check out my community tab. And yeah, guys, but yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be doing this. I got this idea from Creekcraft, so I will have his channel in the description. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like on it and please subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed already for more piggy content like that, for gaming videos as well. Yeah, guys, but thank you guys for watching. My name is Mark, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So the first chapter that went okay, so the first chapter that I'm going to be ranking is chapter 1. Now I thought that this was not like a horrible chapter, and it wasn't like the best chapter. It's a pretty good chapter. It comes in like it comes in like the medium realm, and the reason for this is because I feel like it's not the most unique chapter, but it does have like a nice design to it. So I really like the design, but it's not like the most unique. And yeah, also it's not like the hardest chapter. Because like once you know what you're doing, you know your way around the map. It's pretty simple. So it has a medium, feeling. It has a medium, difficulty as well. So yeah, which I really admire about that chapter. So yeah, it's a good chapter for beginners as well. So yeah. Okay, so another thing about the chapter is I do like how Minish added in the cutscenes for the chat like the end scene for chapter 1. So I thought that was really awesome. I really like that about chapter 1. So yeah, I think that might be my favorite thing about chapter 1 cuz it does like, open up the story. It opens up the story really well. So yeah, so that is why I'm going to be ranking this chapter in the okay category. I'm gonna make this the okay category, the okay slash good category. So I don't think it's okay. I think it's good. So yeah, because it's not like a terrible chapter. The designs it's good, but it's not like unique. And the difficulty is a medium. And yeah, it's just like a regular chapter. So that's why I say it's good. Okay, so moving on to chapter 2. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna think that I'm crazy for this, but this is actually I really like this chapter. Like this is like it's not my favorite, but it's like I have it's like at the top of my list for sure. And I'm gonna give you my reasons for this. So one, it's a challenging chapter, and I really like challenges. When it comes to games like these. Two, I really like the design of the map. I feel like this one has like a more unique design. Although it is station. I mean although it is a station, I feel like half of it feels like a station and the other half of it does not feel like a station. Like for example, like the bottom of the map, like the underground area, it feels like some dungeon or something. So that's actually like a really cool aesthetic. I feel like it's like half station, half underground. So yeah, I think that's really cool. So yeah, that's something that I really like. So another thing I like about this chapter is how the notes actually start to come in. It's like nice little clues around scattered around the map, which I think is a really nice technique for the map. And it gives people a way to theorize as well about like what's gonna happen next in the story. It's really good for anybody who's new to Piggy and they're like playing the chapters all the way through from start to end. So that's really good. I like that. So yeah. Another thing I like about this map is I know it's nothing too big, but the laser like area right there, like where you had to go up the stairs, that was just like a nice like it felt like some secret office, which I thought was really cool. So yeah. You don't see those really in too many stations. I don't think you do. But yeah, I actually like how for the cutscene it actually showed us how we got to chapter 3. So that was really cool. I really like that. So yeah. And I also like the talk that we had with Doggy there. So yeah, I really like the cutscene for this chapter because I feel like without it, kind of felt lackluster. So the fact that Minion added in the cutscene at the end, it definitely brings the chapter all together. So yeah. And the last thing I want to say about the chapter is we got to meet our first character in the story, Doggy. So that's another reason why I really like the chapter. Because it definitely opens it starts to open us up to like different characters and interactions. So that was really good. So yeah, but that's my rating on this chapter, and we're gonna move on to chapter 3. Okay, so chapter 3, I feel like the design of the map it wasn't the best. It felt kind of I guess kind of plain you could say, it's not a bad map. I felt like, the way the map was built, like the structure of it was pretty nice. I liked like the different like areas that there were around there. So it does get points for that. But I would say it wasn't anything too special for me. Although the cutscene at the end though, I feel like that was the only thing that was actually special to me in this map. When we actually got to talk to Doggy. So like when we got to talk to Doggy about his backstory, basically, about something that we did in the past, basically arresting someone in the gallery, I think it was. So yeah, I thought that that was like a really nice scene, and it definitely did attach us more to Doggy in the story, which is something we've been asking for a while. So that is the reason why this map gets some points. So yeah, I will say that this map is gonna go in the okay section, not good, but okay section, because I feel like the map design, it's not my favorite, but it does get points for the cutscene. Moving on to chapter 4. Now, this chapter is pretty good. I really like it. I feel like the design of the forest was actually pretty nice, it didn't feel like, you could tell it's a forest, but like the cabins were like so nicely placed, and I really like the cave that there was in the forest, like those like little things. Also, I really like how there was the little plank area that you had to go up there, and there was a bunch of generators as well that you had to power up. So this felt like a modern day this felt like this map had a lot of technology in it, but it was like you're out in the woods. So that's why I felt like it was like something strange, because you don't usually have technology in the woods. So the fact that they that main tune did that was actually pretty funny. So I really like that about the map. Also, I really like the design of the map. It was really good. So yeah, and this is actually the chapter where Doug gets infected. So I really that's like a really good point in the story, because like that's like when things actually start to go insane, like it get crazy. So that's what I really liked about that in the chapter in the map. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to put this map, and I'll put it in good. This is gonna be good. Okay, it's good because I feel like it's not like the worst chapter. Yeah, let me put chapter 4 in front of chapter 3. Because yeah, so yeah, because like it is pretty good. Okay, now chapter 5. I feel like this map is not played that much in the story. I feel like this is actually a very underrated chapter. Because it's not played that much in the story. And I think that it's actually a really good chapter. I really like the colors of the map. Like it really like pops in your face, which is really cool, and it definitely feels like a score, which I think is really awesome. I know I won't say this is like a unique map, but the structure of it, like it's just like really nice. I really like the structure of the map. So yeah, it definitely does hold to its title. So yeah, I would say this is a really good chapter, because this is where we're introduced to Bunny, which I think it's really awesome. Because like Bunny is one of my favorite characters in the story, and this is actually where things actually start to get more serious in the story. As you guys know from like the cutscene in the beginning, we actually meet Mr. P here. In this well, we don't meet him, but like well, actually, yes, we do meet him in this story. We see him at the end of the chapter, and we meet him. We talk to him in the beginning, which I think is really cool. So this is our first time seeing Mr. P and Bunny in the chapters. So yeah, I think that's really awesome. Now, I really like this chapter because we actually, this is our first time seeing Bunny as an NPC, and it has like a lot of notes as well. So I really like that about the chapter. And yeah, we start getting more into the story with the chapter because of all the notes and Mr. P, showing up, and Bunny as well. And we're like, what is all this about? So it definitely leaves a lot of questions for us. At the end of the chapter as well. Because we do go hallucinating by the end of the chapter, which leaves us with a big cliffhanger. So I think this is like the first chapter that we actually have a cliffhanger for, which I think is awesome. So yeah, so this chapter is gonna go in the great category because I think it's really good. So yeah. Okay, chapter 6. Now, this chapter I feel like, it's not my favorite chapter, and I'm gonna explain why in a minute. I do like the end cutscene for it. Basically how Mr. P leaves a note, and this is like when we first, realize that this is like where we us the audience, first realize that Mr. P has turned evil. So yeah, because he leaves a note at the end, which leaves us with a lot of questions, and Bunny's just there. Standing there reading the note, and she actually drank the potion, which is why she's like, sitting there reading the note, and we're like, "When are you coming?" And she's like, "Yeah." It definitely created a lot of suspense to the story, so that was really awesome. And yeah, now I will that was something I really liked about the chapter. Now I feel like the chapter, like the rooms like feel very confusing. It feels like you're going in circles, and it feels like the same thing over and over again. So that's something like that I don't like really like about this chapter. So that's why I'm gonna put this in the I'll put it in the okay category. It's gonna go in the okay category. So I feel like it's actually like really confusing. Yeah, it's not a bad map. It's like It's okay. So yeah. Okay, now chapter 7, moving on to chapter 7. Let me tell you right now that this chapter is actually this is like really good. This is one of my favorite chapters. And I'll tell you why in a minute, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys why, because Bunny is actually this is like this chapter is all about Bunny, I feel like, and getting her, out of this metro. And this is actually this chapter where she's infected, which, leaves a lot of us, sad. And that's actually, really good for her story, because a lot of us got attached to Bunny. We became very sad, when she got infected, or like when like when we heard that she drank the potion. It definitely created a turning point in the plot. So yeah. Now I will say I love the design of this map. It's so, I don't know. It feels very crisp and clear, and like the colors are just unique. It's that you can tell it's a metro, but like the metro, it feels like a unique metro. It doesn't feel like some boring old bland metro. It feels very unique and it has its own style to it, which I really like. I like the different ways you can get around the map, like how there's like a downstairs area with a bunch of different doors, and the upstairs area, like the map has like a bunch of different like rooms and like inner like points, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, and it's also not confusing. That's another thing I like about this map. Like it has like inner points and everything like that, and different ways to get around, but it's not confusing. So I definitely applaud Minitune on that. And yeah, now I will say this has a really good plot, and the map is really awesome. So yeah, so this is gonna go in the great category. I mean, legendary category, because it's one of my favorite maps of all time. So yeah. Okay, moving on to chapter 8. Chapter 8. Chapter 8. Okay, let me be honest here right now. This I have seen the chapter so many times in Piggy that I just don't want to even like I don't even want to play this chapter anymore. That's how many times I've seen this chapter. Like at first, this is actually the first Piggy chapter that I've ever played in the game, and I've seen it so many times I'm just sick of it. It's gonna go in the dislike category. The reason for this is because I feel like it's too easy for one, you know. And another thing is I feel like well, okay, Zizzy and Pony are introduced in the store, which I think is awesome. But it's just I've seen it so many times over and over and over again. So that's like it's like when you're playing a song, like when you're playing a song, you hear a song on the radio, and then you're like, okay, I like this. This is nice. This is my jam. But then after that, you like hear over and over and over and over and over again, like a million times, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to listen to this anymore. This is torture now. That's what this is like. This chapter is like that for me. I would say it hasn't like the structure of it isn't too bad, but okay, I'm gonna put it in the mid category. Okay, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna put it in the mid category because like I do like the cutscene for it. And like I like how we're introduced to Pony and Zizzy, and I like that picture of Mr. P at the end. It definitely gives us some clues. But yeah, I do like the design of the map, but it's just been overplayed so many times. I just don't want to play it anymore. No offense. I'm sorry. Like I just can't. But yeah, that's my reason as to why this is going in the mid category. And yeah. Okay, moving on to chapter 9. Now, this chapter, I remember when I first played it, it took me 7 hours to complete. This chapter was very challenging, and the fact that it has two bots, it definitely is a unique chapter, because for one, it has two bots. It's in the city, and like the city, although it's in the city, like the structure of the city is very like it's very nice, like it has like the different buildings and everything, and there's two buildings that you had to actually go into, so it definitely, is set apart from all the different chapters. This is actually the biggest map in the story, I believe. So yeah, and another thing is like when you're playing, you can't tell which side of the map Piggy is on. So I really like this chapter, and also I like how this was connected to the true ending. So yeah, and I think Mrs. P is connected to this chapter as well. So yeah, it definitely is going in my top list because it's pretty good. I mean, no, it's really good. So yeah, despite the fact that it took me 7 hours to complete, I really like it. So yeah, and also I like how we actually got to discover more about Zizzy and Pony in the chapter. They we got like more of a backstory on them, so that was awesome. And yeah, we were heading to the safe house here. But yeah, we actually got to see what the safe house looked like, which I really I thought was awesome. So yeah, but yeah, it definitely it definitely did give us a better understanding of the characters, which is awesome. So yeah, okay, so chapter 10 is this is another legendary map. I had to put it in legendary. So I don't like how Robbie is the bot in the story. He's loud. But okay, I'm gonna do a separate video actually on like the skins later. So we're not gonna include him in this. But I like the mall like because it feels very social. And I feel like I like how the map, it's kind of like dark. It has like a dark tone to it. So although it is a mall, it's not like lit up and everything. Like it's like some creepy mall, which I think is very cool. So that's what I like about this map. That's like why this is one of my favorite maps. Also, it's not. It's actually really easy to escape. Although it's like although it does have its challenges sometimes, it's actually really easy to escape. And also, I like how this is the only map where you were able to do something in order to get like a skin. Besides the chewing, I'm talking about like you were able to go through lasers to get the pulley skin in this map, which I thought was really cool. And after that, the lasers were still you were still able to go like they're still open, so you can still like go through the lasers in this chapter, which I think is really awesome. And that's like something on the side, which I think is really cool. And this is the only piggy chapter that actually has that, so that's why this is like a very unique piggy chapter. And yeah, so that's the reason why I really like this chapter because it's unique. And we actually get to meet George in this chapter. We get to see all the survivors in the chapter. So we get to see Z and Zuzzy and Giraffe and Mimi in the background. So I'm assuming that's their safe house. I think it is a safe house, and it's really cool. It's a funny cutscene at the end as well. And I really like how we actually got like more interaction with different characters. Okay, so now chapter 11, the Outpost. Now I really okay. This is another legendary map. Okay, now the reason for this is because we have this is like the only chapter in the story where there's other NPCs like all around the map. Like for example, we have the soldiers, and like Dizzy's over there fighting off. This is like the only chapter where Dizzy and Pony actually fighting off together. Like fighting the infected off together. So Dizzy's fighting off the soldiers and Pony is fighting off well he attacks Piggy. So I think that's really awesome. So yeah, also yes, I'm a Zoni shipper, so that's like another like I guess bonding moment for them. When like just like talking and they're like fighting like soldiers like yeah. But like oh yeah, and like that's another thing about this chapter is like the cutscene at the end was amazing. Like I remember like when this cutscene like first came out, the fandom went crazy. All of us Zoni shippers we went insane because like because like Pony was like whatever happens, Izzy, I want to let you know. And Zoni, I mean Zizzy was like, it's okay, Pony. I we were just like, oh, this is the best. This is too sweet. So that made me so happy, It's like I was just like, I really ship Dizzy and Pony. So yeah, but yeah, that's another reason why I really like the chapter. And also this chapter is like where things are actually starting to lead up into like the big finale. Things are getting insane, like they're getting crazier. We have like George over here who's like a boss now. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to go over here and I'm gonna fight Mr. P. Okay, he hurt my family, we're gonna face him face to face. He's like, I want to see I want to see the person who hurt my family. So we did that, and I was like, okay, this is getting crazy. And this is actually the first time where we've seen Cyborg P. Yes, I say Cyborg P. He's half potato, half cyborg. So yeah, and it was insane, So this definitely, led up to some suspenseful stuff, some insane, stuff. So I really like that about the map. And yeah, also the structure and the design of the map is just amazing. Like I like how lit up it is, and like it just like it feels like outdoorsy, if that makes any sense. It's actually a pretty easy chapter as well. It's not too difficult. It's actually I'll say medium. And yeah, and I like all the like the items that are used in the shelter. Like it's like actually like really unique. We have like a fire extinguisher, for example, and also we have we have like a tank that you have to like use. Like that's actually like something like I'm like that's the first time we've seen something like that in like Piggy. So that was really awesome as well. So yeah, these maps up here like definitely have their own uniquenesses to them. So yeah, I really like that. So yeah, that's like definitely something that's another thing I really liked about this map. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite maps. And yeah, I'm actually gonna put this before chapter 9 as well, and I'm gonna put chapter 10 before chapter 9 as well. So yeah, actually I'll put chapter 11 first right here. Okay, and then chapter 7, and then 10, and then 9. So yeah, now the sort of memory. Now, you guys not actually see me. You guys didn't see me escape this on camera, but I have played this map. I didn't record it. A video on it. Unless you include the Piggy Buzz 100 players video. But yeah, I didn't like actually dedicate a video to this chapter. Now, the reason was like I was trying to do a story at the time. I was like doing the story in order at the time, but yeah. But this chapter is actually really good. I'm gonna pick this. This is another chapter that's going in the legendary. Man, I have a lot of favorite maps. It's because this is like this chapter actually has a lot of symbol like to it, a lot of symbolizing. For example, George, in the chapter is all about George, and basically, about his distorted memory, about Penny, basically, we George, is running after Penny in this chapter, and he has a dream about being infected, and this is way before chapter one is actually started. It's like a backstory. So I thought that was like really awesome. That mini two added that in there. That chapter gets extra points for that. So yeah, but yeah, I really do like the design of the map. It's house, but it's like a distorted house. Like it's in the name. It has like the walls like messed up. And so yeah, I really like the color of this map and the design of this map as well, and also how like there's like different items you can use for this map as well. So yeah, you can tell it's house, but like it definitely does not feel like house. It definitely feels like some knockoff, creepier, cheap. Well, not cheap, yeah, crazier, insane version of house. So that's really awesome. It's a backstory before chapter one. And basically George is infected in the chapter, so that definitely symbolizes something. And yeah, and also I really like the design of the map. It's very unique and creative. So yeah, and I'm actually gonna pit this right here before chapter nine. Yeah, okay, I'll pit it before chapter 10 as well. I really like it. So yeah, and now moving on to the final chapter, the finale, guys, the showdown. Plant is my favorite chapter in Piggy of all time, and I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are probably thinking, Mark, you're just doing this because Plant is the last chapter. That's not the reason why. That's not the okay. Let me put this first, okay? That's not the like main reason why. Now, I will say, Plant is really like it's my favorite chapter of all time because for one, the finale is just so beautiful. Like the credits at the end it's amazing because I have a lot to say about this chapter. Okay, so let's just settle down for a second. This chapter, literally every time I look at the end cutscenes, I mean at the ending, like the end credits, I cry because it's so beautiful and it's like a beautiful ending to the story. Whether you get the good ending or the good ending, bad ending, or true ending, it's amazing. Also, the good ending, the bad ending, and true ending. I really like how they were like three different endings for this chapter. The Plant is like I really like how Plant has two different sections. For like the map, that's like the only like map that I've actually ever seen. That has like two different sections. Two different sides. In like one building. So that was like really awesome. So yeah, I really like that. Also, I like how also like I escaped this on my first try. I like the NPCs over here, Badgie and okay, I'm not gonna talk about Badgie though. But like we have Badgie and Mr. P who are like high tech, and we have the plant map which is like it goes along with them, like you can definitely tell it's like high technology, modern day technology, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, also there's a bunch of notes in the chapter, so that like leaves us like with a lot of questions at the end as well, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I also really like how I love the design of this map. And I love how George is the NPC for this map. This is his first time being the NPC for anything, so that was really awesome. So yeah, I do like how there's like music at the end of the chapter as well. We have a boss battle, which we have four different maps returning for the boss battle. We have Carnival, we have Metro, we have Score, and we have Forest. So I think what these symbolize is that Carnival is where we meet Zizzy and Pony. Metro is where Bunny is infected, so we have to leave her behind, unfortunately. School is where we meet Bunny for the first time, and Forest is when we first meet Doggy. So yeah, I mean, well, that's when Doggy is infected. So yeah, I think that's like something that symbolizes that. But yeah, guys, that's like this is my favorite chapter of all time. It's just amazing and beautiful, and yeah, they were all amazing and so unique. So yeah, guys, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video on me, going through my favorite maps and not so favorite maps. I did not have a map that I did not like at all. I put this in the category. I didn't hate it, but it was so overplayed for me. And these maps over here, they are like they're so unique and they're just my favorites. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead. Yeah, so these are my favorite maps these are my favorite maps. Plant, Outpost, Metro, Distorted Memory, Mall, and City, all because of their uniqueness and just the structure of the maps and the cutscenes. So, and this is not my favorite map. This is my least favorite map because It's pretty easy and it's been overplayed so many times for me. But yeah. But let me know down below where your guys' favorite maps are and where your least favorite maps are in the story. Yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed me making this tier list. This was so much fun to do. And thank you to everybody again who voted in the community post. Also again, I got this idea from Creekcats. I will have his channel in the description. But yeah guys, if you guys I also want to do the Piggy skins, to celebrate Piggy book 2 coming out this weekend. So I'm so excited for this. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on it and please subscribe to the channel if you're not sure already. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any game requests, please leave a comment down below. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Mark, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.